So my lawns always look terrible. It always turns brown in the summer, but I think I found a quick, easy, and inexpensive way to keep it looking good all year round.
This is after 1 week, and you can see what a difference watering it has made. All the seeds pretty much have come up.
So there's lots of options you can do to fix your lawn, but a lot of them are either time-consuming or expensive, or you have to water every day. And I don't want to do that. I want something I can do once or twice a year, maybe takes a half an hour, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is plant annual ryegrass. And it's not perennial ryegrass. Perennial ryegrass would come back every year, but it's more expensive. I got annual ryegrass, a 50-pound bag for 10 bucks. And here's what that grass seed looks like. And you can see some of the leftover seed heads. It's pretty good, though, from the farm. So this entire bag, 50 pounds, I got for 10 bucks, and I actually got 4 of them. So for $40, I got 200 pounds of grass seed. And I bought it from a nearby farm. The farmer was selling it directly. He said, hey, 10 bucks a bag. I went, got it. It was quick and easy. Now, obviously, your mileage may vary, but just look on Facebook at this time of year when they're harvesting, and you might find really cheap grass seed. Now, annual ryegrass will only last about 6 months until the summer hits. It doesn't like warm weather. It likes cold weather. So it's perfect for right now in the fall here in Michigan. It gets down to 50 degrees at night, maybe 60 or 70 during the day. So this is perfect time to plant. Also, I looked in the forecast and it's going to rain every other day this week. So another perfect day. You might see a lot of things online that say you want to pre-germinate your seed. If you pre-germinate your seed, it'll come up in 2 days. Yes and no. One, that's more work. You have to use buckets and you're transplanting seed. Again, I have way more seed than just a small bucket. If you have a small yard and you want it to grow in 2 days, fine. I don't want to deal with that. I just want to spread it, but because it's going to rain, it should grow, and within a couple weeks, it won't matter if you pre-germinate it or not. This will do just fine. Another option is more expensive grass seed or fertilizer. If you go on Amazon and you want to buy a bag of fertilizer or grass seed, you might get a 30-pound bag and it's 40 bucks. This was a 50-pound bag for $10, so much, much cheaper. Now, my yard is around 30,000 square feet, and if you look online, depending on whether you're just planting grass seed or you're top dressing, it says you should use about a pound per 300 square feet. Since I have so much grass seed and it was so cheap, I'm just going to spread it liberally. I'm just going to go over the yard nice and heavy, open up the spreader, make sure it's throwing out tons of seed. So it should be a quick, easy way to get good-looking grass for the spring and the fall, and I'll just water it in the summer. So let's go. And I'm opening this up all the way. Let a ton of grass seed come out, and I'm probably going to do 2 passes. So I'll go back and forth this way, and then maybe I'll go up and down again. So put tons of seed out there. And this is about the consistency I'm putting it down, nice and heavy. I just did this whole yard, that whole area, and this whole area, nice and heavy, and it took 50 pounds. So I did 1 bag and did 1 pass through all of this. So here's an area where it's kind of bare and there's some anthills, and I'm just going to manually spread some in areas like this. And for the final quantities, I used 100 pounds of seed to do approximately 30,000 square feet of lawn, and I did it really heavy. I went over some areas twice. I grabbed handfuls and threw it. So 100 pounds for 30,000 square feet, and then I took another 50-pound bag and did that yard and that yard a second pass. So I used 150 pounds, but really just 100 pounds for 30,000 square feet. Now I'm also going to do a quick test. I have 2 pots, and I'm going to put the grass seed in both of them. And one of them I'm going to water, and one of them I'm not going to water, just to see if watering your grass would really make a difference, which it probably would in germination, but I don't think in the overall long term. I think they'll both equal out at some point, but watering them, I think, will give the watering side an advantage in germination. I'm seeing little roots start to come out. Like, for example, that one there. Just starting to see a couple little roots like this one, some roots coming in. On the ones that I've been watering, there's already some grass starting to come up. So I'm guessing all the grass in my yard is like this one that I haven't watered, but had I been watering with my sprinkler system, I would already be getting grass coming up on day 3. Day 5, grass not watered, just starting to come up randomly. All of them real small. Grass that's been watered, looking great. So I think the lesson here is just water the grass after you plant it. If you have a small yard, put sprinklers on and you should be good. If you don't, you're gonna have to wait a few days or hope for a lot of rain.
Well, this is after 1 week, and you can see what a difference watering it has made. All the seeds pretty much have come up, whereas over here, I would say less than half.
So you can see you don't really have to pre-germinate anything. It grew this much in just 7 days. Basically, you just need to put it on the ground and water it. If you don't water it, you're gonna get bad results. So hope this helps. Thanks. And then next fall, I can spend another 20 bucks and do another 100 pounds of seed over the lawn and have this thing looking good all year round.